people. What's up, people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. It's Friday, means the weekend's almost here, and we got our live stream tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, and we all know the holidays. Christmas is literally 1 week away. And I feel like Santa in my workshop. Aurora ordered a rack literally like 2 hours ago. And I want to see if I can get it done and in his hands, or her hands, Aurora. Aurora, your knowledge on the game has always been good, bro. Well, thank you, Solo. Yeah, well, cool. And I'm actually pretty good in the workshop, too, because I haven't lost any fingers. Knock on wood. So I'm trying to get this thing done and sent out tomorrow, which is not going to be easy because, you know, it's getting to be kind of tight. But I really enjoy these things. Hold on a second. Let me finish this. The one good thing I can say about 2020 is because I was shut in, it got me starting to do these racks and stuff. And this is actually kind of cool because this has been great because it's been a way of kind of working and helping others and being part of people's lives and kind of touching them in some kind of way. So I got my blanket already sanded here. I got to paint it blue. So what Aurora wants is a blue back and white laces. Now over here I've got a few other ones that are in the works. This is one of the big racks here. This is the beer glass rack, a stinking Washington one. I got a Steelers one that I've got to finish the laces on it. Look at that. That's from my buddy Richard. This lace is going to go with this one. So you get the Cowboys two-tone. And we've got a medium-sized one over here. And Michael has a friend who's a Washington football team guy who wants to get one. So that's why there's a Washington. Don't. I don't want to hear nobody saying he's a Redskins fan. He's not really a Cowboy fan. Man, get out of here with that crap. Just get out of here with that garbage. What's up? How you doing, Carlito? How you doing? I'm just happy to be able to have something to do in this day and age. Hold up. Gotta do some filling in here. Who we got up in the house? Who's there? Hello? Who's there? Who's there? Anybody there? What's that? Gotta fill the cracks a little bit here. Sometimes the pine gets a little tear out in it, and you have to fill it in just a little bit, and then come back and sand it. Is the signal clear? Brother, can you see me? Brother, can you hear me? So I'm gonna get this one started. Let's see if I can get a couple coats of paint on this tonight. See if we can get it packaged up and out tomorrow. Fortunately, I have a bunch of the blanks, but I think this is the last lace that I have. So I've got to get some more wood tomorrow. Don't see the comments. What's up? Happy holidays, Dan. Dan, the whiskey man. How you doing, man? I just got my journeyman plumbing license. Oh, hey, you know what? I could use a plumber. In fact, it was kind of funny because I was over at the house today. We got to do some drywall work next week, and they said that it's a big house that's been changed over the years, and they said that the hot water stopped working in this downstairs shower. And it was just pipes are everywhere. It's got an old boiler that's up in there and things. Hold on, I gotta get it ready. So there are pipes every which way and all that. And the guy said, turn on the water, but I don't get any hot water. And I'm looking, and I see, I turned the sink on in the laundry room, and they had hot water there. But then there's like a bathroom that they put on later on, and I realized that there was 2 hot water heaters in there, and the hot water heater that fed the other bathroom, pilot light was out. So they've been going without hot water in there for quite a while, and I was like, oh, the pilot light's out. And got the pilot light relit. The guy was like, oh, we got to get a plumber over in here. We don't know what it just, it must be something major. The pipes must be, I was like, it just doesn't stop. It's just like, let's use some common sense here. I should have been like, I could have been like like a plumber could have come in and said, oh, you got a major issue here, and charged a fortune for it. But it was kind of like, no, I can't charge you a fortune for that. I can't charge. I'm already doing the other work on here. Come on, Cletus. Doug Peterson is 11-3 without Wentz. It might be oh my God. Hey, I want you to think about this. I meant to talk about, or maybe I'll talk about this some tonight. Here's when you can tell if a quarterback is good or not. Take a look at wide receivers that have been elsewhere with the same quarterback. So Alshon Jeffries, all the Eagle fans were like, oh, Alshon sucks, man. He's a bum. You see him dislocate his finger and pop it back in, and he was back out there, didn't even miss a play. It's funny that he only averaged 9 yards of reception last year with Carson Wentz, but this year he's averaging 16.9. So was that Alshon Jeffries all of a sudden goes to the Raiders and learns how to catch, or was Carson Wentz holding him back? Ever since the knee injury, Carson hasn't been the same. You're right about that, Danny. Aguilar got better. But Danny, did he get better because he had a better quarterback throwing to him? That's the question. That's the real question. Now, I just put up a video. Here's the thing that's funny. As we talk about Dak's not the one. Let me name a couple of teams. Happy holidays to you, Jacqueline. How are you doing? Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. How you doing? Thomas Garrett, what's up? How you doing? Okay, so think about teams that need a quarterback next year or within 2 years. Jets, of course, right? Their quarterback situation stinks. Giants. Is Daniel Jones really the answer? Eagles. Do you think Hurts is the answer? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Washington. Alex Smith. I don't think he's a long-term answer anymore. Carolina's got what's his name? They should be okay. New Orleans. Drew Brees is going to retire. Are you ready to gamble the future with Tyson Hill or Jameis Winston? Right? Tampa Bay. How long is Tom Brady going to play? Detroit. Matthew Stafford. Having a hard time staying healthy and has been beat to hell. Chicago. Nick Foles. Mitch Trubisky? No. Green Bay, you're okay with Aaron Rodgers. Minnesota's got Kirk Cousins. Denver, Drew Luck. That dude stinks. Tennessee's okay. The Colts, they need a quarterback. Colts, I forgot about the Colts. Philip Rivers isn't the answer. Jacoby Brissett isn't the answer. That's actually 11 now. They need to be thinking about a quarterback. Tennessee, Arizona, Houston's okay. Arizona's okay. Chargers are okay. Denver, Luck, he needs one. Drew Luck stinks. Who else? Who else needs a quarterback? Miami's got Tua. Jacksonville needs a quarterback. So as we talk about, you know what? You remember when they told us that go get Derek Carr. He'll be like Dak Prescott, but cheaper. Remember that? Remember when people were talking about Andy Dalton, poor man's Dak Prescott, or excuse me, he could take over for Dak Prescott, right? Okay. Now you're looking at all those teams out there that don't have quarterbacks right now. You think that they are going to be looking for one this year? Where are they going to get them? Where are all these quarterbacks going to come from that these teams need? Seriously. In the draft, you're lucky if there's 2 good quarterbacks in one draft. There are about 12 teams out there that definitely need a quarterback. And we got fools out here ready to say just trash Dak. I can see that potential trade happening. And see, that's why Carson Wentz will be playing for somebody next year. Because there's a lack of quarterbacks. And either you try and draft one and hope that he's going to be the guy, or you trade for one and hope that he's going to be the guy. Which is why it's stupid for people to say, yeah, we'll save some money and we'll just get rid of Dak. We'll just save some money and just get rid of Dak, right? Okay. That always works. Thomas Garrett, if the Eagles trade him, I think they would trade him to AFC team, maybe like the Colts. Well, Danny, I'll be honest with you. I think the Colts may be the only team that would take that on, because for a couple reasons. The Colts right now, between Jacoby Brissett and Philip Rivers, they're spending $47 million on a quarterback for the starter and the backup. So taking Carson Wentz's contract and having the Eagles eat some of it makes sense. You make the Eagles eat about $30 million of it, and then that way you've got that first year where it's dirt cheap, and Frank Wright knows what he's got with Carson Wentz, and maybe he can save him. That completely makes sense right there, because you look at it and say, okay, I got a great defense. I know how to work with the guy. Yeah, we'll do that. If you're the Eagles, you're gonna have to bite the bullet, and the Eagles have a big problem anyway because they're so far over the salary cap. If the Eagles trade him, I think they trade him to the AFC. Oh, I'm stuck on that same one. Haskins is bet. Oh, you are Tyson. Tyson. You mean the guy who can't even start on his own team? Dude, put down the crack pipe. I think we would take Dak. Alex Smith is not going anywhere. Um, yeah. Well, yeah. Watch it. There's a lot of teams that say I'd take him. I'd be happy to take him. Are you kidding me? I just can't with some of you guys. Hold on. I got to change positions over here. Oh, yes, it's late and I'm feeling right. Oh, yes, it's late as night. Oh, damn, I gotta get some more Cowboy blue here. Running low. The funny thing is everybody wants Dak Prescott except for Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans are the ones that are like, oh, he's trash. Shit. You got Washington fans right now that are in the playoff team. Hey, I saw that it will be problematic in the future. No, it won't. Here's the thing. He's better off that he broke an ankle as opposed to tearing an ACL. Bones heal actually really, really well. And see, an ankle bone is actually a pretty big bone as opposed to a collarbone or backbones. When you talk about breaking bones in the back, that's more problematic. Alan Hearns, you guys remember Alan Hearns? We had him come in, he played for 1 year, had that great catch in the playoffs that he literally had his ankle broken the same way as Dak. He broke his in the playoffs, which would have been in January. Cowboys released him. Wizzo, what's up? Thank you for that super chat, man. Oh, Wizzo. I'll make a trade for you. I'll send you one of these racks that's a spice rack for some spices. How about that? Can we make it? Can a brother make a trade? And then you can put some of the spices up on one of those racks. And then I can get some more spices and do some more cooking. Okay? Look. I'll show you in just a second here what they would look like there, Wizzo. I need some jerk spice. Jerk spice. Seriously, jerk. The hotter the better. And I want some nice hot jerk spice, and I'll do a video cooking some jerk chicken. Some jerk chicken with your spice. I should have told Aurora that I'm working on the rack. Look, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Blue. Am I blue? Am I blue? Oh, yes, it's late as night, and I'm feeling right. Oh, yes, it's late as night. Oh, what a night. Holding like a pizza. Ever since Orlovsky stopped hyping up Wentz, he started sucking. Yeah, it's probably Dan Orlovsky's fault, Danny, because that guy's bad luck. I can, yeah, I'm down with that. I feel like a waiter here. All right, that's that. Okay, let me clean the brush. All right, so now I just got to sit here and watch paint dry. Pizzle wants you to bend the knee. Okay, you know what? Let me say this about Pizzle and bending the knee. What the fuck are you talking about? Why would I get down on my hands and knees for a New York stinking Giant team that ain't won shit in forever? The last time the Giants beat the Dallas Cowboys was 2016. As bad as my team is this year, he still couldn't beat us with my quarterback going out. Yeah. Lola, I'm bored. I was watching. I got. Are you watching it? Emily, how you doing? Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. Okay, so here, come on over here and help me watch the paint dry. What was really good too, because I tell you what else. What I was doing yesterday. I made cookies yesterday. Don't tell my daughter. But I made her oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip cookies, and they're in the mail right now, headed to her house. So I put the camera up in the oven door and ended up videotaping it for the 10 minutes. I speeded it up so you can see the cookies just kind of go down and cook. Washington is a great quarterback. Anyway, if Wizzy, if you're in here, look. See, this is one of the spice rack ones. See, it's got a little lip on it, so that way the spices don't fall off, and they go on and bam. So, Wizzy, I'll send you one of these for some spices. You're enjoying a little barbecue with your husband? Your husband is cooking? Oh, man, did he send me any? Did he send me any barbecue? Catherine, how you doing? You were going to ask me about the cookies? Oh, well, I made a double batch of chocolate chips and a double batch of oatmeal raisin. And I think I ate a single batch by myself already. I've had a lot of cookies and milk. Oh, ribeyes. Damn, Emily. You didn't send me one? Come on, man. I remember in the beginning of 2017 when they were all over the place, Tyson, and then they got beat by the Cowboys and they disappeared until, now I got Cole Pizzle talking about bending the knee. Bending the knee. Dude. What? Watch yourself here, Tyson. You're not on your own turf. Uh-oh. We got a Washington fan fight. Uh-oh. I'm just trolling. But you're right. Look at that. That's bad when a Washington fan goes after a Washington fan on a Dallas Cowboys channel. Washington on a Washington crime. Oh, my God. That's funny. Are you watching it dry? Are you what? It looks like it's beginning to dry. It does. Now, I'm going to turn the heat on. That'll help it. Put a little propane heat. I'm like Hank Hill. I got propane heat in here too. So we got the heater on in here. That'll help this dry out a little bit. And maybe I can get a second coat on it. If I can get a second coat on it tonight, then get the third one on in the morning, and I can get Michael to get this thing put together and shipped out, and maybe they'll get it by Christmas. So interesting that I saw an article today. Are you watching the paint dry? You're watching it dry, right? Bleacher Report was doing a thing about players that should be traded, trades that should be made. And one of the ones they had in there was Zeke Elliott to the Jets. That it would be beneficial to both teams because the Jets will end up taking a quarterback and they'll need a running back that'll ground and pound. My first thought is, after them signing Le'Veon Bell and paying him all the money they paid him and not giving dividends, would they really want to make a trade for Zeke Elliott to take on that contract in New York? I don't think so. I mean, that's one of those ones that's great for speculation, but I don't think it could actually happen. Oh man, look, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie is she's got the flu bug right now. Pizzle said he was going live for the game Sunday night. Yeah, he doesn't do lives anymore. Because ever since the Eagle one, where I trolled him, give us 1 and 2. Career killers going to they really are. If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I'm not wanting to go to the Jets. I'm pulling the Eli Manning. I ain't signing with you. Sorry, you guys suck. Yeah, I'm trying to have an NFL career. I'm not signing with you. No way. No way, no how. Is it drying? Are you watching it? You're watching it, right? Let me check the laces. Need the putty to dry so I can sand it. I'm going to go hold this over by fire. It's not Zeke, it's our line. Well, I think it's a little both. Zeke's numbers have been steadily going down. Yeah, I like Troy Aikman. He's a bit of an ass now that he's out of football. But I did like Troy. Oh, yes, it's late as night. And I'm feeling... Are you watching the paint dry? Aurora needs this by Christmas. Watch it. Make sure it dries right now. Oh, yes, it's late as night. And I'm feeling right. Oh, yes, it's late as night. Oh, what a night. Ta 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 ta. Is it drying? Is it drying over there? I think it's dried out enough that I can sand it. I got to come back over here. Hold your ears. Good thing I got a rubber floor. There we go. All right. We got the laces. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. Where's my white paint? All right, so we got the laces here. Did y'all watch the? Were you watching the paint over there? Yeah, he is. We're soft up the middle, and San Francisco's going to try and run. That's all they can do because they stink at passing the football. So yeah, Gallimore will be playing on Sunday. We actually made a lot of these things. I would say I've probably made about 150 of these, at least, over the course of this year, which is kind of amazing to me that something I was making for fun, people wanted to get. And it's definitely unique. I won't be surprised if I start seeing these in stores someplace where somebody will copy them. Where can you buy those? I have a website, cowboyjobu.com. I actually have them on there. And there's different sizes and different ones, from mug racks to spikes racks to trading card racks. Those didn't work too good. I only sold a couple of those. Mostly the shot glass ones are the ones. Trademark them? Yeah. The only thing is, to trademark it, it's costs you about $1,000. And it's kind of like, I ain't got that kind of money. I guess it would be terrible if somebody else trademarked them and they came through and said, you can't make them anymore. That's usually how business works. One person will be the one that comes up with the idea and somebody else will take it. And the person that comes up with the idea ends up being broke. What do I think the fallout for this season for the Cowboys? I know you expect a lot of change with defense coordinator, but what if Jerry decided to give Nolan another chance? The funny thing is technically that didn't come from Jerry Jones. That's speculation that Mike Nolan's going to be out, that everybody's run on it. I mean, for the Cowboys, if Jerry Jones would come back and say Mike Nolan's not coming back next year, then you might as well just say you're fired now, because, okay, I'm going to lose my job, so why am I trying? You just let him go. But that's just somebody speculated and went out with it saying that he's not going to be returning. I don't think that's firsthand knowledge from Jerry Jones. But I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first thing that the Cowboys did that's kind of different than everybody else. You think Mike Nolan for another year? I think what's going to happen is they're going to look at this year. Somebody has to be the fall guy to get the ref. You don't trade a quarterback for a defensive player. Sorry. What article was that? That okay? Here's the funny thing. Now you got to realize this is getting close to silly season. This is when people are looking for people to read their articles. I mean, like for us, Cowboys, the season is pretty much over. The views start slowing down, so you need something that will be eye-catching. So you say, trade Dak Prescott for Khalil Mack. And all of a sudden, what? People start reading. If we had $1 for every time we heard one of those bullshit things, remember when Ian Rappaport was talking about um, Tony Romo was going to get traded to the Washington Washington football team, and Kirk Cousins was going to be traded to the 49ers? Yeah. Those are all fun things to talk about or to dream about if you're the fan or whatever. But in reality, that's not going to happen. I'll be honest. There's no way in the world I would trade Dak Prescott straight up for Khalil Mack. Maybe Aaron Donald, but Khalil Mack? No. Sorry. You. All right. Now just pick 6 and 6 players. Pick 6 and 6 players. You lost me on that one. Mac for Dak has a better Mac for Dak has it does have a ring. I'll give you that much. But the chances that it happen, that's not going to happen. There's no way, no how on that one. I got to clean the brush. Hold up. Brushes cost too much not to. All right. Now I just got to let these things dry, put another coat on them tonight, and then put the final coats on them tomorrow. And then I can try and get this thing out. So where are you guys at? Let's see. The article was NBC Chicago. Thank you, Lola. I almost made it the entire year. Troy Daniels, how you doing, man? Yeah, well, it's funny that you can you can come up with almost anything. But here's the reality. Okay, so that's speculation. That's what all of us are doing. Me, Ian Rappaport, all these guys. There's nobody that's there saying, you know what, hey, let's, Jerry Jones, let's start talking to Chicago about a trade. You can't talk about a trade. It would be tampering if they were talking about that right now. Dak Prescott's under contract for this year, can't negotiate a contract until after the end of the season, which will be in less than 2.5 weeks. After that, the Cowboys can discuss having a trade. Can discuss having a contract with them. in which case then they would be able to try and trade him. But if they want to try, because people say, oh, we'll sign him to a franchise tag and trade him. Well, here's the thing. Dak has the leverage on that. If Dak never signs the franchise tag, they can't trade him. There's nothing they can do. He has to sign the tag for them to be able to. So that means you have to go and say, Dak, here's the franchise tag. We want to trade you to the Bears, so we need you to sign that so that way that deal will go through. He could say, I ain't signing that. I'm not going to the Bears. No, screw you. Nope, not going to do it. In which case, and see, this is where Washington thought, for a few minutes, Washington thought about putting the franchise tag on Kirk Cousins the second year after they signed Alex Smith. Because they said, well, we got Alex Smith. He's going to be our starter. If we put a franchise tag on Kirk Cousins, then we can try and trade him and get something for him. But you lose your leverage there because everybody knows you're not going to hold on to Kirk Cousins. You know you want to trade him. So we'll just wait you out and then go ahead and get him from there. So, or you get stuck and it's like, well, we put the franchise tag on him. Now we're screwed because we got a franchise tag on him and nobody wants to trade for him. So I don't see the Cowboys trying to put a franchise tag and trade. I just don't. It's never happened as far as I know. I got to look back, but I don't think it's happened before. I don't. Oh, Troy, damn! I hope you're one of those ones that just stay asymptomatic. It's crazy because it's like on a daily basis now. I'm hearing about people that I know that are friends or family and all that. Across the street from my parents' house, the whole family is quarantining in there. My wife lost 2 cousins a couple of weeks ago. Michael's uncle, they had COVID at their house. My friend Ellen lost her mother. This thing ain't no bullshit. And it's kind of like, as much as I want to see, Tracy was like, this is going to be the first year that she's not spent Christmas with her family. And it's kind of like, I understand that, but we literally, I love studying the Civil War. I've said this one before, so those of you who've heard me talk about this, just plug your ears or just go get a drink. But during the Civil War, which was a brutal war, that was the first modern war. They came up with landmines. Do you know that? Landmines were invented during the Civil War. True story. And because they were used to fighting European wars with muskets are only good for lethal for about 40 yards. And after that, it's not that powerful. But when they came up with the riflings in the rifles, they made them deadly from hundreds of yards. So beginning of the Civil War, they're all standing there shoulder to shoulder, marching forward and getting mowed down. But if you start getting towards the end of the war, back towards Petersburg, you start seeing trench warfare and things. And that's where it started getting brutal, where you had all these casualties. But one of my favorite battlefields is Antietam or Sharpsburg, depending if you're a northern or a southerner. But at Sharpsburg, that battle was the bloodiest single day of the Civil War. 3,600 some soldiers died that day on the battlefield. There were 28,000 casualties total. And a lot of the soldiers died days later because they had mortal wounds. But that day on the field of battle, 3,600 soldiers died. In Vietnam, we had 55,000 soldiers die over 8 years, 9 years. We had 3,600 die yesterday, just like Sharpsburg. And when I hear about people, some of you great fans and stuff out there that are getting COVID and stuff, it's scary. It's just scary. So, Troy, man, I hope you're okay. I don't want us to trade Dak. Half the NFL teams would trade. That's the thing, Triple OG. That's the thing that kills me is we got Cowboy fans. Man, he's a bum. Get rid of him, man. I'll take anybody over. It's like, are you kidding? Soft gentleman. War of Northern Aggression. Unhide my Giants account. Unlimited liquid. Okay. Your thoughts, Darren Woodson, yesterday? Darren Woodson's spot on. I'll listen to a guy that's got 3 rings. I'll listen to a guy who's had more tackles than any other Dallas Cowboy at any point. Darren Woodson, yeah. I loved exactly what he said. It makes him sick when he sees what our team's done. 30 points a game plus we're giving up. That is an insult to all the Dallas Cowboy players that came before him. It really is. Any mods in here, just hear Mark say, unhide my account. Sure. Tony Pollard, definitely a great special teams player. I think you'll see him playing more this week because of Zeke Elliott still is actually in worse shape at this point this week than he was last week. And he wasn't very effective last week. So, yeah, I think you're going to see more of Tony Pollard this weekend. Half of the fools that spit that crap can't play quarterback. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Dan Orlovsky, you mean? Yeah. Definitely. Dan Orlovsky is one of those ones. Especially that fool. Wasn't Dan Orlovsky the safety play quarter? Yes, that's Dan Orlovsky, yes. What's my favorite Dallas Cowboy game that I watched live? I think it would have to be the Miami-Dallas Super Bowl as a little kid. Well, Kurt, send me your picture, man. Send me the picture with your shot glass. Who's got the better? Washington does. Washington right now has the best defense in the division. Well, that's easy. It definitely isn't the Cowboys. It damn sure ain't the Cowboys. We got the worst defense in the NFC East. How can you even question it? That's the only reason why Washington's leading the division is because they got a defense. And I wish the Cowboys would learn that. What am I building? Working on Aurora. Ordered a rack today, and I'm trying to get it to them before Christmas. So I was out here painting, and right now we're sitting here watching paint dry. And I've got a couple other ones that I'm working on right now too. So while I'm sitting here, I thought I'd just kind of chit chat and say, "What's up? What's up?" And I really need to just clean my workshop. This place has been a mess. It will get up fixed sooner or later. How much are they? Depending on the ones you get. The little baby ones are only like 19. The bigger ones are like 39. How can you get one of them? Cowboyjobu.com. That's my website where I have them on. And I can, as you can see, I've got a couple in the works. This is actually one of the beer glass ones, which is the oversized. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. This one's a pile of shit. Right here. It's a Washington one. And we got a squealer one here. Squealer's colors. And then we got medium-sized one. Medium one. Stello. Super Bowl 30 in Arizona. That was a good one. So that's what I'm working on. Working on some of these racks. So if you do want to get one, cowboyjobu.com. That's the website, and you can get them in there. So soft gentleman, let me see if I got this straight. Let me see if I got this straight, buddy. You come in here and you tell me to unblock you from my channel, then you insult me and say my whole channel is about a marketing ploy? Really? So when I get up in the morning and I go down to my and do my don't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys report, that's a marketing ploy? So when I go through and give everybody updates on the Dallas Cowboys, that's a marketing ploy? Really? I tell you what, if this is all marketing, I'm not very good at it because I'm certainly not making a very good living at doing this. Sorry. Making these, by the time I ship it out, I'm lucky if I break even. But keep the hate going. Keep the hate going. No problem here. Respected pimp, I see you about your paper. Terry Lee, what's up? Mark, don't listen to that chump. I like playing with him. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm quite honest. I've fallen behind on getting stuff done out here. I haven't actually been doing much. Stello, make that fool excommunicate. Right, Stella. He was asking you, can you unblock me? Unblock me, man. Unblock me. South gentleman, really, please. Do you think we can stop Brandon? I think I'm hoping our defense can learn to man. I'm hoping that the defense takes it personally. That people are saying, you suck. You're soft. You're weak. You're an embarrassment. I hope that these guys can say, you know what? I don't like hearing that. And that they play with a sense of urgency. Getting close to getting dry. That they play with a sense of urgency and playing like maybe an NFL team. Now, tonight, let me give you a little preview about tonight. I'm sorry, I'm gonna sit my fat ass down here. I ate too many cookies yesterday. The definition of insanity. Hey Mark, I see somebody trolling you with the same pictures that's on your channel on Mike Fisher Report. These trolls are making things. Oh, so are they? See, somebody's trying to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, what it is somebody's out there trying to screw up the relationship I have with Mike Fisher. So they'll go through and say some stupid stuff. What kind of stuff are they saying? Mike Fisher, your ass or something? It comes with the territory. I guess if they take the time to try and hurt you, it's because they really want to be you. Think about this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I was looking through the Dallas Cowboys drafts since the 90s. We've drafted 4 safeties since 2000. Roy Williams was the only one that was first round pick. The other 3 were 6th-round picks, except for J.J. Wilcox, but I think he was actually a running back in the 3rd round. I think, and they converted him to safety. The last time we had anybody close to a Pro Bowl interior defensive lineman, I think it was Jay Ratcliffe. He didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he should have. He ended up having like 14 quarterback hits and 3 sacks and like 30 tackles. I think like 12 solo tackles. He was a beast in the middle. You had DeMarcus Ware, of course, was doing all pro on the outside, but you had Jay Ratcliffe playing in the middle, and you had Roy Williams playing great at safety. And who was the linebacker? We had a linebacker that was also Pro Bowl. That was that 2007 season where we only gave up like 20 points a game. That defense was shutting people down. That was one of those years that you thought, well, hey, we got a chance for a Super Bowl. We had 14 or 15 Pro Bowl players. But you looked at what that defense had. It could stop people in the middle of the field. And since that time, we have not done anything with the middle of the field. Nothing. We don't believe in interior defensive linemen. We don't believe in safeties, and it shows. Simba, we have. Mike Fisher's been on my channel like 3 times. Dexter Coakley, it may have been Dexter Coakley. Philly 500 did what? Philly 500 is the definition of insanity. He ended up doing a shirt, his double moonwalk shirt, and he put me and damn, what's his name from the Giants? Not Kyle Pizzle. Oh, why can't I think of it? Bad Dog. So he's got a picture of me and Bad Dog and himself and Lord Bronson on it. Twan Eagles, what's up, man? How you doing? Long time no see, man. What's going on? I've done stuff with 1980 before too. He's been on my channel. It's been a while, but yeah, I've been around now. I've been around. I need to do more collaboration with people. I'm working on Cowboy, and damn, I can't think of his name. You know, my man who's always in trouble with his wife, man, about to get arrested for raising stink. You know, he's about to suit up and go out for the Cowboys. I'm getting old and forgetful. Why would you be on a shirt with a rivalry shirt? I got him on one of my shirts. I got him on one of my glasses too. Because it's the hate of the Eagles. That's why. He's got me with a chicken. Because he's always talking about me sacrificing chickens. But, you know, that's the way it is. It's a mutual respect, rivalry, trash each other, so to speak. All right, well, it doesn't look like this paint's going to dry anytime soon. And I'm going to go through, fix dinner for the missus, and then get set up for my live stream because, of course, we got to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. How do I feel about what returning? How about Dak returning next year? Twan, I feel a lot better than if he doesn't return. I definitely feel better if he does return as opposed to not return. How you feel about Carson Wentz returning next year? I'm looking at that glass right now. What's up? How you doing, Ignite? Mark, one last thing. Why am I not getting notifications of me? Simba, I don't know. Unhit the notification and re-hit it. See if that does it. And now I do know that you can only get 3 notifications in a day. After that, YouTube says you do too much damn shit. Okay, we're not telling everybody. Okay, you're on here too much. I think that could be it. That could be it because I did my morning video. So this might be like the 4th one I've done today. So it may be YouTube saying you did enough. Carson Wentz. Mark, what kind of heater is that in the background? Oh yeah, it'll run you out of here. It's a propane heater. Nice thing is you don't have to plug it in. It's just it's like a jet. I had we were doing a build out of a 30,000 square foot location, and we had sprinkler pipes that are in there. And this is during the winter, and we had to keep place from freezing. I had the next size up with these. I had 3 of those in there, and it kept that place warm enough that it wouldn't freeze. I got 100-gallon tanks of propane to keep them warm. But those would heat that place up. So yeah, they do. Right now I got it down on low. If I turn it all the way up, that sucker gets hot. That thing puts out, I think it puts out like 48,000 BTUs. So you can see the flame in that sucker. Looks industrial. You can buy them like at Home Depot. They're only like $100. They're only about $100 or so for them. Now, of course, the more BTUs, I think the 60,000 BTU ones are about like 150 or so, but they're very simple and they work great. I wouldn't use it inside the house directly. You need to have some ventilation, and I've got actually a vent that's above the window there, so that way you don't breathe too many of the fumes and stuff. But I'll see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we'll be in here. And I'm going to come back out later and get a couple more coats on here for Aurora. So that way we can get this thing out of here. Dak fan, what's happening? Nice. You're here with your wife getting LASIK surgery? Wow. But hope your wife's not like my wife. If she got LASIK surgery and she can see so much better, she's going to be pointing out all the things that she wants to get done in the house. I didn't see that mark on the wall. Paint that wall. Hope everything works out good for the eyes there. Twan, come on. We don't draft a quarterback. It's so funny how everybody thinks, y'all just draft a quarterback. Let's get a quarterback. It's no problem. Good luck with that. Twan, didn't you draft 2 quarterbacks? Didn't you draft 2? How's that working out for you right now? All right. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.